when you have three guys like that that are writers and are funny and have great ideas, to not use them would just be stupid, you know. So it made them. A lot of times you have people that you want to utilize, but they're just too busy. They just don't have the time. In this case, all three guys really wanted the movie to turn out great, and they were willing to roll up their sleeves and sit down and work through everything. And just, for us, the main thing is for everybody to feel comfortable with what they're doing in the scene and where the comedy's coming from. So the best way to get that is to be able to sit down with them ahead of time and talk through everything. You always find great pearls, you know, when you let the actors do their thing. But of course, in this case, you have the three guys. And then even more so when they're sitting across from somebody like Jamie Foxx, and then you've got all the crazy stuff that he's bringing to it. And, you know, again, it was kind of an embarrassment of riches. That's what another thing that's so great about having Charlie Day around is that Charlie Day can always find a way, a very classy, clean way to just sneak in and just take very, very precision shots at things. And that's classic Charlie Day for him to be able to do something like that. We got the note that Jen wanted to sit down and talk about the script, and we thought, okay, what's this gonna be? And then, you know, I went there kind of expecting that she was gonna say, okay, I don't really wanna say this, and I'd prefer not to do that. And to our great delight, she actually said, can we go further? Can we take this further? That was one of those things that we thought, hey, wouldn't it be great to get Christoph Waltz to do this? He'll never do this, but like, wouldn't it be great if he did? And then we heard one day, hey, you know, Christoph is interested and he might actually do it. And we thought, no way. We still didn't believe it, actually. But I was terrified of him when he came in just because of, you know, you just have that guy from Inglourious Basterds in your mind, and terrified of him on two levels. That you have the sort of fictitious guy who is so scary in that movie, and then you have the real guy who is so accomplished and is scary because of his talent, because of how good he is. And then no matter how nice he is, and he's really, really nice, you kind of like, you go into his trailer and you talk to him for a second, and then you think like, oh, this guy's so nice. And then the next time you see him, you're scared of him again. Somebody like Bateman, where it's hard to even understand what he does, because he just has, I think more than anybody in the business, nobody turns a phrase like he does. So you can give him a line in the script that's already a perfectly good and funny and entertaining line, and he can just change a comma or put, you know, move this word to the end, and all of a sudden it's twice as funny. And it can be frustrating where you just think, damn it, why didn't I write the line like that?